Alright, everybody. Thank you for tuning in again. Today we're going to be making the next video in our price comparison tool program. So right now I'm actually watching the program run. It's collecting all of these 100 different items that we asked it to collect. But before we get back into the code, I want to talk about some of the results that I got with the data that I did. So I looked at this, I looked at the results, and after I did all 100 of them, after I did all 100 UPCs, I was only able to, for whatever reason, it only wrote 37 items. So that's the first thing we're going to have to identify. If there's supposed to be 100, but we only got 37 of them, we're going to have to take a look at whether the code did something wrong, or if like the product wasn't available on all three websites, or some combination of that, and so on and so forth. So one of the things that I did was I added some stuff, as you can see, to our spreadsheet. I got the UPC. I call it UPC-X because when you don't include the X, there's probably a way to fix this that I haven't bothered with, but when you don't include the X or some letter character, it sees it as a number and then changes it to like scientific notation or something. And I think that the number, I couldn't figure out how to get it back to the number that I wanted. So I went ahead and did that. Then I got titles from each source. I got a title from Home Depot, a title from Walmart, and a title from eBay. I have those so we can make sure that we're looking at the same thing. You'll see exactly why we needed to do that here just in a moment. So the first thing we're looking at is apparently Wet and Forget Miss Muffet's Revenge Spider Killer. So the first thing I want to look at is, okay, is this product the same product between Home Depot and Walmart? So Miss Muffet's Revenge Spider Killer is what it's called on Walmart, so we can kind of guess, okay, yes, it's probably the same thing. Then we look at the same title, and on eBay we see they've got a 4-pack of half-gallon, so it still may or may not be all one product, but we can't say for sure. Now when we look at the numbers, we see that eBay has a higher average price than Walmart and Home Depot alike. It looks like the Walmart and Home Depot prices are exactly the same, and as you can assume, because this is a product that people are probably trying to drop ship, the average price is going to be a decent amount above what we would get it from Home Depot and Walmart, if that's also where they're sourcing for that product. And then I added, this is supposed to come up not as the cheapest price, this is supposed to come up as whichever website is the cheapest. So that came up wrong. I redid it, and that should come up the right way when we redo the spreadsheet, or in the one that I'm doing now. Then I added percent cheapest, which is the difference, the percentage difference in between the two cheapest products, which, considering that eBay is the average price of a bunch of different random prices, it looks like that's not, we just probably would have to edit this out to get more valuable information out of using eBay prices with the %_cheapest column. Then I've got dollars cheapest, which is supposed to be the dollar amount difference in between the two cheapest items. So now the first thing you'll see on this next line is we've got a product that's $52 on Home Depot and then $27 on Walmart.com. So obviously that's a huge jump. But then if you look at my price_cheapest, this is saying that the price is 93%, the cheapest price is 93% of the next less expensive price. So it's not looking at this $52.50 for some reason. I'll have to find out. It looked at $27.15 and then the $28.99 right next to it. But what I looked at was the three different titles. The first title on Home Depot was a KitchenAid pasta roller the second one on Walmart is a Food Saver heat rolls, heat seal rolls. It's a pasta roller, heat seal rolls, and it's the same thing on eBay. It's a Food Saver. So it looks like we got a disconnect. So between, it's not even the same brand. This is KitchenAid. This is, I'm guessing the brand is called Food Saver, I think. I don't know. So it's, I put that up here somewhere for us to look at. So yeah, here's the Food Saver, $27.15 on Walmart, and then here's supposedly the same UPC code, I believe, 087. Yeah. So this is a pasta roller, which obviously this is nowhere near the same thing. And then also, oh well, look, see, now when we look on the page, the first thing we have to realize is I put in a UPC, but it gave me back like a dozen items, and or however 6 results, I guess. So, and there's not only is there just not one result, but it's all different stuff. So that's one of the issues you will run into from time to time. So just something to consider. So I'm going to get rid of that one, get rid of that one. This is something I ran into on Home Depot. It gave me an error. It said it couldn't collect the price. It wasn't able to figure out how to collect the price. I said, oh, I wonder why. I copied and pasted the UPC onto the Home Depot website and found out, oh, it's because it's discontinued. So, you know, we have to consider what are we going to do with a product that's discontinued on somewhere, but it is for sale or whatever the case is. That became a big problem for me previously, so that's worth considering. Then Walmart, at Home Depot, the batteries, Duracell 10-pack of AA batteries is $8.98 per package. But good old Walmart has the nerve to sell it for $14.27, which is a pretty big price increase. My first thought was, okay, where are you going to go buy batteries from? I'm a kid and I need batteries for my video game, if they even take batteries anymore. I don't know. So where's the kid going to go? Where's the kid going to get his parents to go? Walmart, not Home Depot. So it's pretty possible that that could be it. But also because it's sold and shipped by the online drugstore, I don't know. I don't know the details of that. So, yeah, whatever. Then another thing that I kind of can confirm is that prices. Well, I can't confirm it totally yet until I probably write some data to inspect. But prices do change. If you saw the last video or the one before that, there was a price for a product that I said, oh, a couple days ago it was $25. Now today it's $29. And then I went and looked at the thing again a couple days after that, and it was back down to $24. So now I'm thinking, is there some sort of glitch in the matrix? Is there, you know, what's going on? Am I sending information to a different server so it's giving me different results, etc., etc.? These are the kind of things you're going to have to first. You got to get you have to know that it's going on by getting all your data and inspecting it and understanding that. Then you got to do something about it. So buy your batteries from not Walmart, I guess, for future reference, if that's true. But anyway, now this thing is $16.41, and then on eBay it's, I don't know, I think I was just looking at the prices. So I don't know. So obviously there's a difference between a 4-gallon or a 4-pack, if that's what we thought we saw previously. 4-pack of 1 gallon, I don't know. But anyway, well, there's that. Okay. Also, I sorted my... Now, what's supposed to be helpful here is supposed to be sorting by the cheapest percentage. So when you do that, we can see that... excuse me. From highest to lowest, the cheapest prices are Home Depot and website. This is for the Miss Muffet thing. And so they're exactly the same price, so it gets a 1. So if I guess if I flip my whatever the formula is around, then it will give me, I think, a greater number for, I don't know. I'm not even going to talk because I need to improve my math tremendously. So let's move on from that. So as you can see, the 2 cheapest prices are going to give us a 1 in the cheapest percentage column. And the lower that number gets, the larger of a difference there is in between the two cheapest prices. So if we wanted to source from eBay, if it was true that the one specific item we were going to buy is $17.33, then obviously it's a heck of a lot cheaper at Walmart. But a lot of these might not be good numbers, just because, again, we only collected 30 something out of 100, and we might have done something wrong, so there might be bad information in here. So that's what we're trying to take a look at and inspect. But so alright, let's take a look at this, whatever this is right here. So it says the title on Home Depot is a RSVP International Endurance Stainless Steel Food Mill and RSVP Egg Topper. So this is not looking like the same thing. So when you look at the price at $40 and then $6 between Walmart and Home Depot, you kind of get the idea, obviously. Or this one above it, $230 over $11, and then you can kind of get the idea. Okay, it's probably not the same thing. So this is season 1 of something, and then this is a rug. So somehow we ended up with what the program thinks is the same UPC, and potentially 3 totally different products. Well, on eBay, it's also called the 6 DVD, which I don't know what that is. But anyway, now let's look at this next one right here. So we got Save a Grand 4.5 pound box TSP heavy duty cleaner, 5 pound cleaner Save a Grand, and 5 pound cleaner Save a Grand. So it might be about the same thing. So on the price for Home Depot, we got $9.96. At Walmart, it's $18.65, which is a 53% difference in between these two cheapest prices. So let's take a look and see if this is really, if it really is the same thing. So I'm going to go over to Home Depot, and then I'm going to paste my UPC. Remember, the letter X was in front of that, so I just get rid of that little letter X, because if you do it with the X, it won't show up. So we've got this thing on Home Depot, and then Walmart, we're going to try the same thing. We're going to get rid of my letter X, hit enter. Okay, so it looks to be true that it is the same product. It says 5 pound cleaner, so I'm guessing that's, I don't know what the similarities. Well, this says 4.5. So that's the kind of thing you got to pay attention to. Then again, yet again, it's sold and shipped by Promax Commerce, not by Walmart.com. I guess I think that's something. So something we might want to consider. A good example is, while we're scraping, who is the name of the person on Walmart that it's sold and shipped by? We'll find out. We might find out exactly that that's true. That any of these good products, anytime we find out it's got a big, significant price difference in between Home Depot and Walmart, it might be exactly because excuse me, it might be exactly because of the fact that it's being sold by not Walmart.com. And who knows? I have no idea. This could be a drop shipper also. I have no idea. So there's that. Let me go back to my data frame. So we've got some Honeywell in there. So that's what I'm doing so far, I guess. And then I also have $1 price difference. So also when you have a big percentage difference in prices, it's also worth it to say, okay, if the price difference is more than like 30% or something like that, then it's probably not even the same product. So whatever designated percentage you want to have to send yourself an alert or to make the decision, okay, something's $150 at Home Depot, but they got it for $50 at Walmart, it's probably not the same thing. There's probably something wrong somewhere. So if you set that percentage as a sort of safety net, you can use that to help determine information also. And then dollars cheapest. So let's try to keep it in between Home Depot and Walmart. So that looks like it didn't come out right, actually. $74.12, where dollars cheapest should have been 0. So it looks like I might have just done that wrong. Oh, this is giving me, oh, this is just giving me the, oh, okay, this isn't giving me the dollars difference. This is giving me the price of the lesser expensive product. So that's also, do I want the price of the lesser expensive product, or do I want the actual difference in dollars? You know, both can be very useful, I guess. So that's my spreadsheet. Then real quick, I want to go over, oh, I guess this finished running. So you can see there's lots of red, lots of errors. We got to figure out what's going on with all these errors. And earlier when I first did this, let me try to find the spot that I was at, because I ran this several times. I hope I didn't close it out. I might have. Oh, here it is. Okay. So here, this is where I restarted my program. Now you can see here what it did was it printed UPC, 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 UPC a bunch of times. Why did it do that? The reason it did that, and then it went to the rest of the program. The reason it did that was because I asked it to. What happened was, if you're doing a scrape for 100 different items and you lose an internet connection, for example, or your computer freezes, or anything happens at all that interrupts that scrape, you don't want to have to start all over again from the beginning. You want to be able to start from the place that you were last at, because if there's a million items, you're obviously not gonna, oh, let me just run these million things and assume that nothing's gonna happen to stop it, because definitely something's gonna happen to stop it. So anyway, so if you, yeah, we're gonna, in the code, I did a lot of changes, and I'll show them to you. I think in the next video I'll look back at the code, but in the code I made a lot of changes, and that's one of the changes that I made, so that it would skip all the UPCs that are already done. But what I actually changed it again to do is not to print them all out, because again, if you have a million UPCs, I don't want to sit here and look at a million of these things come across my screen and then do this, because that will take a substantial amount of time. So anyway, even as fast as all those numbers print, it'll still take a long time. So anyway, it got to work. It started scraping everything, and then, like I said, there were some errors. This is the error where we had an issue with list underscore eBay number prices, and that's because I believe this is the error where, oh, well, let's see, could not convert string to float 765 to 2106. I'll have to figure that out. Somewhere else in here, I guess, is the issue we had with the price underscore numbers. Okay, yeah, this is when the price numbers did not show up in the HTML of the page on Home Depot, for us to collect the price of that product, because that was the item that was discontinued. There was no price, there was no text price on the page, so that's why it couldn't find it. So we also set some try and excepts in our code, so that we can not end the program just because we ran into one issue, but rather what we'd like to do is kind of have it continue and then look through to see what the issues are. And one by one, if you address each one, you will find that when initially I could only get 39 products out of 100, or maybe 50 out of 100, or 60 out of 100, because just all these errors, you know, then I'll get 100 out of 100. So you have to get more efficient data, more, not just more data, but more, it'll be more, but also more efficient. So however this works out, you know, I have to figure out why it can't. Oh, this is a string right here. So somehow or another, I'm guessing what's happening is eBay number prices. So this is going to eBay, and it's finding, it looked up a UPC, and instead of getting a numbered price, this is what actually came up on the product, where it didn't say 1527, it said 1527 to 1707. So you can't convert a string with, you know, all this stuff in it to a float, obviously. So it would have to just be just the number. So that's what happened there, I'm pretty sure. So go on through, same thing. So I guess description somehow or another, etc., and so on and so forth. So we can decide that we want to get different selectors, or we can decide that we might want to just skip that product, and so on and so forth. So let me just look at the one that I actually wrote just now. And okay, so I have to close this one out. Okay. Oh wow, why did that happen? That's even crazier. I only got 12 this time. So you have to pay attention to that also. Why did I get 39 one time but only 12 the other time? So it sounds like there's some sort of other issue that needs to be handled. But anyway, so okay, as we can see, I did get the cheapest website to work. So it says Home Depot is the cheapest, although it's the same price from here to here. This kind of corrected the issue by saying that Walmart is the issue. Walmart is the cheapest by excluding the price. Oh well, it's the cheapest anyway. So I don't know. We have to make sure we exclude stuff that's not the same thing in between websites somehow. So and then I got a 0 for Home Depot, which obviously it says Home Depot is the cheapest one because we got a 0, but I got 0 because of some sort of error. So we have to address that as well. Especially when you're dealing with, again, millions and millions of products. If you're only getting 12 out of 100, that's obviously quite a lot of stuff you're completely missing out on. So we got that to work, and I mean, I guess that's it for real so far. So that's gonna be the end of this video. This is the updated code. I'm just gonna show it to you real quick. I'm not even gonna talk about it until the next video because there's kind of a lot more going on than there was in the last video. So thanks for attending this one. I hope it made sense. I hope you understand it. Please leave as many questions as you feel necessary. If I don't answer it, somebody else might. And drop me a like and a subscribe and all that other cool stuff. And I hope to see you very soon in the next one.